How do you deal with adversity, and specifically when other people are a part of your adversity? Thomas More had this quote that he wrote to his daughter Margaret while he was in prison. Margaret, there's a way a man may lose his head and yet keep it. He was arrested because he disagreed with the king, and the king was going to have him beheaded. Everybody knew that. That's what he knew. But he kept this sense of humor and said, there's a way that you could lose your head and yet keep it. That is, I can act according to certain principles. I can do what is right and just and good, and I don't have to be dictated to and just run around like a chicken with my head cut off, so to speak. How do you deal with adversity? How do you keep your head? It's the week of Christian unity. I'm here at my alma mater where this in front of the Annunciation building, where we remember Christ came to earth to become like us and to draw us all into himself. This weekend would have been the 50th anniversary of Roe versus Wade, where that's like the ultimate cancel culture. When I experienced this adversity, I can cancel you. We have lots of division in our world, whether it's about pro-life issues or about political issues or about what color sometimes cars should be or our houses should be. We fight about all kinds of things. And we have that disunity in the church too. There's all kinds of different denominations. Christ prayed that we might be one. That was his prayer right before he suffered and died, that we all might be one. And there's divisions in the Catholic Church too. Whether it's theological or whether it's stuff that has happened in the world, and sometimes Catholics just say, you know what, Mass is boring and I'm done, or I don't agree with this, and so I'm just done trying to be one with Christ, with all my brothers and sisters that Christ created. I'm just done, and sometimes we get a stodginess in the hierarchy too. You know, just this silly Pharisaical stuff that happens. How do you deal with this? Do you work that we could all work together with Christ? That we could focus so much on him that we are all drawn into one in him, because he's the ultimate unifying force. His concept and what he showed love to be is better than any of our ideas that we could ever come up with. Is that what we work for? Or do we just end up kind of running around whatever kind of suits us at the time and kind of lose our heads not being one? As we enter into this week of Christian unity that ends with the Feast of the Conversion of St. Paul, let's all of us pray for our own conversion, that we might be more and more one with Christ. And then if all of us are more one with Christ, that we might all be one in him. God bless you.